Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for more Dark Souls 3. Now I just want to start off by apologising for the previous episode. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, I did well and all that stuff, I got you through it all, showed you where everything was. The reason I want to apologise is because I've gone back through the recording myself, and yes, the microphone unfortunately did pick up the fireworks. Obviously I tried to pause the recording where I could to try and block out the fireworks, but unfortunately there were a few times where I just generally wasn't quick enough. And like I said, in my defence, I generally did not expect any fireworks to be going off last night. Because as I record this episode, it is now the following morning. And the reason I didn't think any fireworks were going to go off last night is because it was absolutely lashing it down with rain. So whoever it was that was letting those fireworks off last night was clearly very determined and very stubborn. But yeah. So I just wanted to apologise for the noisy firework bangs that you're going to hear in the background on that previous episode. Unfortunately, my editing skills aren't the greatest either, so I couldn't just edit it out, which is slightly annoying, but it is what it is.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the
Let's see. I should. Yep, I can wield it now at last. So this is the sword that I got from that guy a little while back. What exactly do I need to upgrade it though? That's what I want to know. Let's have a look.
Ah, just good this one needs.
We've also got a shard to hand in as well, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's have a look, see. So we need... Twinkling Titanite, of course. Of course it's one of the rarer ones. Why would I expect it to be anything else?
Ah, how may...
She currently doesn't have Twinkling Titanite in her inventory either. Okay, we'll just have to roll with it then. Okay, so for this episode we're going to be going for the Deacon of the Deep. So for that we're going to go to the Crystal Sage Bonfire. Okay, so I need to just get my bearings. So yeah, you want to head for this little ramp over here in the corner. At least I think it's this ramp. Is it this ramp? Nope, scratch that. That's been designed to throw me off. It's actually over this side that we want to go. I thought it was up and around that we had to go, but apparently I was wrong. I do apologise, folks. It has been a little while since I've been through Dark Souls 3, so there may be a few more dumb moments where I get a little bit muddled. Oh, I lost that crystal lizard. Oh well. Oh, we've still got the Twinkling Titanite for it though. That's good. Okay, so... another crystal lizard here that just seems to want to hover for whatever reason. It's another Twinkling Titanite. There was a reason why I came down here as well. Was it this side or was it that side? Just make sure I'm... Okay, so this is actually a good sniping spot if you want to take this guy by surprise and take him out. I actually recommend dealing with the Pyromancer first, because he's an absolute nightmare. So what we're actually going to do is come back down this way, and if we follow the path all the way around, it brings us around the back of the Pyromancer. Although having said that, we do have a slight issue in the fact that the guys with the cages on their backs have been aggroed, so I think we're going to have to deal with them first this time round, unfortunately. Normally I would do this the other way round, but as you can probably tell, I've been a bit of an idiot and just, yeah. Not sure where the other one's gone. Maybe he killed himself, I don't know. Ooh. I think I dropped my guard a little bit too soon. Oh no, there he is. Oh, we're down. Oh dear. Well, that was going to happen, I think. So yeah, we need to try to ideally deal with those guys one at a time. Trying to take them both together is not going to end well. Let's see if we can't split them up a second. If I die again, I'm going to pause the recording while I deal with them, just purely because I don't want to drag this episode out trying to deal with just one lousy soldier. That's one down. Now the other one's got annoyed at me because I've killed his friend. Excuse me. Oh, what? How do you... Oh, my goodness gracious me. Right, I'm going to pause the recording. I'll be right back with you. Okay, after a couple of attempts I finally got rid of them all. I actually did make some alterations to my equipment. And that is, I went and stuck the blood bite ring on, which will increase the blood resistance. Just purely because I was starting to get a little bit pissed, actually, because their bleed damage was taking me out so fast, and it was just driving me up the wall a bit. I'm just also thinking I might be worse. It's going to make me ever so slightly heavier, but that does look like it's stronger than... Yeah, I'm going to switch some of my armour out here, I think. Some of it's actually lighter by the looks of it. That's interesting. Just double check that I can still roll though before I do anything else. Yeah, I can. Cool. Perfect. Okay, so once you've dealt with those two and you've got rid of the pyromancer, you can get the herald armor set just here, which actually I really should have checked that first before I switched armors out, because that might have been better again. In this case, physical damage wise and whatnot, it actually isn't. Granted, yes, it's lighter. And it actually does have increased bleed resistance as well by the looks of it, which is not actually a bad thing, I must admit. You know what, actually, I'm actually going to recommend the Herald Armour for this next area, because there's going to be a lot of creatures that are going to do bleed damage, so you're going to want to resist that bleed damage as much as you can. It's that one. But once we get out of here, then I'll switch back to the knight armour, I think. But for now, I think our herald armour might actually be somewhat of use. Just purely because, like I said, there's a lot of bleed creatures here. So we've now got 321 bleed resist, with the ring backing us up as well. Okay, so once you've cleared all that, you can make your way across this bridge. And there'll be a bonfire just here, which you're going to want to grab. Now, there is a set of ashes to be had, but this enemy that's got them, he is particularly strong, so do bear that in mind. As you can see, he's hitting very, very hard. And he's got me. Might take a few attempts to take him out. I mean, obviously you might be better than I am, obviously, but let me see if I can just get rid of him. Oh, what? How did he even... Jesus. I need to get him out of that tunnel. That's not helping. What? You parried me again? That is really getting on my nerves. Looks like he's got his own little version of bleed. See if I can't finish this. Got him. There we go. As you can see, he's quite a tough one. Okay, with him out of the way, we can grab this, the paladin ashes that he was guarding. I'm gonna have to reset the bonfire now though, that took all my flasks. I think he stays dead though once you've killed him. I will just double check that for you to clarify. Yeah, once you've killed him he stays dead, so you don't need to worry about him. I do recommend dealing with him though, because if you don't, when you start working your way up these stairs, I've had it a couple of times where he has snuck up on me. I don't really know what's caused him to aggro as such, but he has aggroed, and it's caused him to obviously interfere when I've been trying to deal with the enemies further up, and I've ended up being skewered in the back by him, and it's not ended well. Oh, for God's sake, not another one. Just going to heal up a second. Wow, okay. So that's the game you want to play, is it? Fine. I can play that game too. There we go. Again, once you kill that guy, he will also, I believe, stay dead. I'm just going to reset the bonfire a second to double check that. I should be able to dispatch him easily enough. God, are we really at 12 minutes already? Good grief. Yeah, so he stays dead. Okay, so there's going to be numerous enemies here to deal with, but there are items as well. And there's going to be quite a few dogs as well, so just bear that in mind. But they're also going to be backed up by archers. As you've just seen, I did get shot in the back just then. We ideally need to dispatch the archers as quickly as possible, otherwise they are going to cause all sorts of hell for us. Get rid of him. There's a large soul of an unknown traveller just there. Just going to heal up a second. There is another bonfire coming up as well, by the way, so don't be afraid to use those flasks if you need to. I'll try to heal up a bit. Oh god, they got around me. Okay. Him gone. I think this is the last one. I hope he's the last one. I really do, because I'm running out of flasks. There we go. Right, that's them all cleared out. So yeah, I might have to break this area up into multiple episodes, because I've just noticed I'm already at 14 minutes on the clock. I forgot how lengthy this section was. But obviously at the end of the day I want to make sure I'm showing you guys everything. I don't want to spare any attention to detail. Yeah, you want to kill that guy quickly, because he will run at you once he sets himself alight, and it will not end well if it hits you. That's odd. Should have had the Onion Knight down there. I'm not quite sure why he's not down there. Very, very strange. He should have been down that hole. And if you've been doing his storyline, then you'll find him down that well. because and you'll be without his armor, and he'll tell you that someone stole his armor.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel. And the ash to kindle flame.
Well, that was downright creepy. I'm just going to grab this bonfire in a second. Okay, so this guy here.
You've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an action one. Oh, you don't know how long I've searched. Oh.
This guy here is the guy that will lead you to the first DLC, but we're not going to do that just yet because I'll be honest, we ain't even anywhere near close to being strong enough right now. Not in the slightest. If we went in there right now, I guarantee we would get our asses absolutely chewed up and spat out. So just over in the corner here, we've got the notched whip. And again, my character took it upon himself to decide to try and emote again, which is really annoying. I don't know if it's a button that I'm pushing at the same time as picking stuff up or what, I don't know. All I know is it's incredibly annoying. Just gonna get rid of him before he runs at me. Yeah, I don't know why he's not at the well. I must have missed something in his storyline. I'll have to figure it out. But I'll do that off camera. And then once I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. It might be because we've come here first. Maybe we had to do things in a certain order to get him there. I don't know. So yeah, there's an Estus shard just there up against that thing there. So the first thing I'm going to actually do here is show you guys the top half of this area where all the items are to get. And then I think I will then show you the lower section afterwards. Now you can farm these guys for a small amount of souls if you wish, but they only give you a very small amount. Only cut the ones that matter in my opinion, because these guys will literally keep on spawning and spawning. There is no way to stop them, and you will ultimately eventually end up burning yourself out and end up getting taken out. So your best bet is to literally just cut the ones that matter and push through. There is another route that you can take, which I am going to show you guys, and I find that to be the easier one, but I wanted to come up here first to get the items, starting with this one here, which is the Astoria Greatsword. I do love my greatswords. And then from here we're going to drop down. Going to get rid of him. Going to work our way down this pathway here, following it all the way around to the edge. And as you can see, there's some items here, and this is actually the easier way to get to it. Then you bypass half of the pointless dribble, and you'll get the fading soul. God damn it! Again with the sodding emoting. The Executioner's Greatsword as well. And again, my character decides, sod it, we're going to emote for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, we're going to leg it now. Oh, yeah, this guy here in front of me, he does severe bleed damage. That's why I said you want to make sure you are up to snout with your bleed resistance if you can. God, there's so many of them! Get back, wicked spawns of Satan! Okay, so that bridge is going to lead us up towards the cathedral, which is essentially where we're heading, but we're not going to be heading in from that side. I've just noticed my bleed damage is going up on its own. Oh, crud, I remember now. Those blasted leeches. Yeah, that's the one thing that the bleed resist will struggle to protect against. I apologise for this, folks. I'm losing my bearings a little bit. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. That's the path I was looking for. At least I think it's that one I'm looking for. Get off. Get back. Yeah, it's that way you want to go. That bleed will wear off eventually, by the way. Or if you've got bleeding moss clump, that will also clear it as well. I think we've got all the items from the top section now. Jesus. Oh no. Whoops. Full damage. Oh dear. Okay, how much time do I need? Where are we at? 21 minutes. Is that going to be enough time to get to there, I wonder? It's quite a lengthy section. No, I think I'm going to actually... Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end this episode here. Or actually... You know what? Sod it. We'll just split it into 2 videos. It'll be one long episode, but it'll be split between 2 videos. We'll do it that way instead. Sod it. So, one moment.